Good afternoon, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, November 18th. We're looking at window traders market profile of the ES and the NQ. So another interesting day. Fantastic range, fantastic volume. Gives us plenty of opportunities. Bunch of things happened here. NQ officially put their monthly into balance. They took out last month's low. Now, triple Qs did not. ES misses last month's low by a couple of points or ticks. Look at this. Look at this month. Today's low is a monthly low. Then you have the weekly low of the 14th and the monthly low of the 10th. Very close together. So they are still an inside month, still one time framing up. Righty goes out with just an afternoon pullback in G. They attempted to hold the trend up today, got filled late in the day. They took back most of yesterday's trend day, but not all of it. They're down on the weekly and daily, and the monthly is balance. And Q goes out with just an afternoon pullback in G. They did not get both sides of the IB the way ES did. ES goes out with an afternoon pullback in G, and that's it. Now, it turned out early in the day was like a B shape, right? As longs kept liquidating, then the market got too short from yesterday, overnight, and today. Short started covering, we started forming a P shape. Couldn't get any extension, and whoever was still trying to momentum buy gave it up. Okay? Now, again, tomorrow you have the Fed minutes at 2 and then NVIDIA's earnings after the close. There was a very positive daily candle until the last hour of the day, and it became a very indecisive candle. The checklist sheet, the bears are controlling it this month. The bulls have not had a losing month all year in ES. Well, right now, the bulls are 4, 6, and 2 in ES. They're 4 and 8 in NQ. NQ had one losing month in January. So a little tone is changing here. I had a fantastic morning. Shut my personal right after B period, after C. Believe it or not, I took a long in ES to front run the overnight low, and also thinking we could potentially front run the balance low or the one time framing on the monthly. I made a couple of points on it. That's it. But then after that, again, I banged A period for the overnight low, A low, ebb and flow for about 100 points in NQ. Shut it down because I knew when C period couldn't take out an IB, it wasn't going to be as easy. So I shut down my personal. I got the IB very nicely in D period in one of the prop accounts, and also nice ebb and flow shorts. Same in E period. Even though we went up, I was still shorting it against the opening and thinking, okay, we have the overnight low, IB low, lower value. I don't think this thing's going to run away. And then in G period, also shorted, thinking it could be a potential afternoon rally high. And that was it. I didn't do anything after that. It was very sloppy in the afternoon, H through K, and then finally L and M just liquidated whatever longs remained still in the game. Now, let's go to the chart. I'm going to show you the difference on the daily. It was a very nice hammer, and then it changed. So here's your monthly. Incredibly, now SPY didn't come close to last month's low yet. Okay, SPY right now is $3 above last month's low. ES got within a point or so. The monthly is still up. It's an inside month for ES. In NQ, see triple Qs? Triple Qs is still inside, but NQ took out last month's low. That's the one we follow. So NQ is balance. Okay? On the weekly, we are firmly down. Inside week down. ES is down, right? And then on the daily, we now have 111 million on the tape. It's the 9th highest volume of the year. Interesting, right? Look at the indecisive candle we had. It was a nice hammer, and in the last hour when they sold off, it becomes very indecisive. Now again, I'm not going to ring alarm bells because we're below the 50-day moving average for 2 days in a row. Okay? Not yet. Right? First of all, we said we want to see the monthlies come into balance. Right? This was a very, very powerful market from April's lows to the all-time highs. Now, if we get this monthly into balance, which I think we will in ES, and even if we don't, it's going to be an inside month, which is basically balance, NQ is balanced, then we see how we come out of that balance. The other thing I want to say is, a lot of people ask me, why do I look at the Russell, IWM? Because a lot of times they're the canary in the coal mine. Look at their monthly. Remember, they had excess at the all-time high. Now, the reason I'm not putting as much emphasis on it as I would is because the all-time high is now in the overnight. But in regular trade now, they had very good excess. And from that excess of 250, 277, look where we're trading. $19.50 lower. Excess ends one auction and began another on that monthly bar in writing. See how interesting that is? Right now, they're a 3-month balance. Okay? NQ would be a 2-month balance for now. But again, we have a lot of time left in this month. If we were to get into September's range by a decent amount, then we might encompass it as a 3-month balance. And again, in ES, technically, they're still up. Hope this all helps. I hope you had a good day trading. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening. We'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.